Let's make a cranberry orange pistachio sourdough loaf. This is one of my favorites. It's so good. I've already measured out my cranberries and my pistachios and I gave them a rough chop. And to add the orange, what we're gonna do is infuse these with that orange flavor so that we can get it into the loaf. So I'm gonna zest the whole orange and then I'm gonna juice it, and I'm gonna measure out 35 grams of orange juice, and then those dried cranberries will kind of soak it up. It's really good. The orange zest adds a lot of impact. I like to mix it in with the nuts and the dried fruit, and then a little bit of the orange juice, and it is going to add moisture to those, which I really think goes a long way, especially in something like sourdough. And then this is going to be a longer video because sometimes I think we need to just slow down and see what things look like. So if your bread and your starter and those things are looking similar in your own kitchen, then you know that you're on track. So I just measure my water, I put in my sourdough starter, I stir it until it's milky. I'm going to add some flour and whole wheat flour because I really like the flavor, and then that was my salt. I'm just mixing it together until it comes together. I'm going to use my spoon for as long as I can, and then I'm going to use my hand. It's a pretty thick dough. We are not wet and shaggy at this point. And then we're going to let that rest for 1 hour. And so it's just had time to rehydrate that flour. This is when I dump in that prepared orange cranberry pistachio mix. And I'm just going to do what I can to work it in because this has not fermented yet. So we're going to overnight ferment this at room temperature after this, but I'm just kind of working these in. We're just doing a little bit of a stretch and fold, but this is the only time we're working it. You are not going to babysit this dough. You don't have to sit and do a lot with it. So just kind of squish it in there and get the nuts and the berries incorporated. And that's all that you have to do at this stage. So we got it all mixed up. We waited an hour. We added our add-ins. And then after this, we are going to let it sit for 12 to 18 hours. I generally do it overnight at room temperature, covered, and then that is going to be when it's bulk ferment. And do you see the texture? This is just after 1 hour, and with a little bit of moisture from the nuts, it's really nice looking. And then in the morning, it will be soft, it will be puffy. I'm not going to work it to death at this point because I don't want those mix-ins to come out. So I'm going to take it out of the bowl. I'm going to gently shape it. I added a little bit of flour to the bottom of my bread proofing basket. Do you see how the top kind of was holding a lot of things in it? It had already formed kind of like a nice gluten cloak or a nice top. I'm going to just keep it with that. I'm not going to work it a lot here because I don't want the fillings to be too sharp and to come out. So I'm just folding it over on itself. And then that smooth top that I'm working with, I'm putting it smooth side down inside of the basket. And then I'm going to let it rest covered another couple hours. And then I want it to be about to the top of the basket or maybe a little bit over. And then I'm going to just flip it out. See how pretty it is. I'm just going to flip it out onto a piece of parchment paper. And then I'm going to use the edges of the parchment paper to put it into the Dutch oven. I'm going to bake it up for 45 minutes. I'm going to bake it for about 10 minutes with the top off, and it just comes out and it's a really, really beautiful loaf. It has a lot of flavor, but it wasn't overly complicated. It's so good with some bread. Look how gorgeous it is. It has a nice spring to it. I love this bread. It's great for gifting. It's so good with tea. You can eat it all year long. It is such a delight. And I hope that a little bit longer, slower video helped you to see what it looked like. And my sourdough has a pretty tight crumb. This is not a big open one. This is a nice, sturdy, well structured, but not open crumb sourdough. And see how well distributed all the pistachios and cranberries were. Ooh, it's so good. I like to just pre-cut it up. I'll throw it in the freezer. I'll pull just a few out as I want them, toast them up, add lots of butter, and enjoy them with my breakfast or a cup of tea in the afternoon. Sourdough is one of those things that I just think is so satisfying and super delicious. I think that you should try this recipe, and if you're new to it, you'll love my base recipe too. It's super tried and true, and lots of people have success with it.